Yes, so my wonderful people, Queen Naomi is already doing wonders in the palace of Oni ever since she resumed her yeyelorun duties and also completed her full moon ritual. She has now assumed the full ownership of the palace and Kabiyesi and every affair that matters to Ile-Ife kingdom. So we heard how Olori Calabash was dethroned shamefully from yeyelorun Osun throne, as she's no longer going to be the woman and the mother of all the tradition in Ile-Ife. Now, Queen Naomi we heard in full authority as everyone in the palace rejoices, as the whole Ile-Ife people rejoices because they have been suffering from the hands of Olori Calabash ever since Olori Calabash assumed the throne, and everybody is now happy, rejoicing as they are hailing Olori Naomi the moment she is handing the key back to iyaitunu to resume her work back as the yeyelorun Osun of Ile-Ife kingdom. My people, it is not a small thing. Oh. They said Olori Calabash, if you find her, you will not see her. She was so shamed. Like she never knew a day like this would come when all her atrocities will be opened to the world to see, that she has been, through her words and actions and messages, be deceiving. She has deceived a lot of people in Ile-Ife kingdom and also deceived Kabiyesi. We should know that the primary work of this Yeyelorun Osun of Ile-Ife kingdom is to give proper message to Kabiyesi, proper message from the gods and the ancestors. A woman who is pure, who sits down there to hear what the gods are saying and pass the message to Kabiyesi or the elders. He will first of all pass to Kabiyesi, of which Kabiyesi will pass it to the elders. It is the same message that she hears that Kabiyesi hears. The work of this woman is to hear from the gods directly. Whenever she stays in the shrine 247, that is her duty place, that is her office, she hears and delivers. Now the reason why somebody like that existed is because Kabiyesi, we know, is not only a traditional ruler but also a businessman. You don't expect Kabiyesi to be in the shrine 247 trying to hear from the gods. Kabiyesi only hears from the gods whenever he enters the shrine and wear the erect crown. He transits into immortal, and that is when he starts communicating with the ancestors and the gods. So that is why a woman was agreed that a woman is going to be there to hear and pass the message to Kabiyesi when Kabiyesi is not around, or carries calabashes following Kabiyesi around. Anytime Kabiyesi wants to go for any traditional ceremony, you know, he will need women who will carry the calabash, who also through the calabash pass some message. Should in case there is a danger on the road, on the way, or there is something Kabiyesi needs to do so that the Kabiyesi can do it right. So Olori Calabash forcefully assumed the seat. It was not supposed to be for her, but she, through manipulation, collected it from from the woman iyaitunu, and has been managing it since. And we hear that even the villagers has confessed that ever since Olori Calabash started managing this seat, that calabash, that shrine, that everything went gaga. Everything was not going well anymore. The kind of peace and happiness they enjoy when Iyaitunu was there, they no longer see it. Things started happening. Kabiyesi started losing messages. Kabiyesi no longer hear better things. Kabiyesi don't even know the direction to go. Anytime Kabiyesi travels, things spoil because no one to pass a proper message to Kabiyesi to relate to the elders and the chief in councils to know what to do. Animals started dying. People started dying. You know, a lot of things, sickness and disease started visiting. Everything went gaga, including Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi's marriage. All was part of it because a wrong woman has assumed the seat. Now that Iyanifa has helped to restore the truth and appointed that this same woman who was there before should come back, should be called back and compensated, and the seat given back to her. Yes, because she went through a lot trying to prove her innocence, but nobody heard her. They said this woman cried, she fasted, she wanted all the means to come and prove to Kabiesi that she is innocent, but nobody gave her a listening ear, not even Kabiesi. Why? Because they were all blindfolded by Olori Calabash manipulation. That is to say that before she even became Kabiesi's wife, she has already started planning all the evil she was going to do. She has already started planning how she would throw away Queen Naomi from the palace. She would take over Queen Naomi's position. She already started planning how she would throw away this iyaitunu from her own throne to assume. So she wants to assume the two thrones of Yeyelorun and yeyelorun Osun of Ile-Ife kingdom all at once. Only one person, and that was how she was able to succeed in making Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi had problems, and they separated, and she now let her find her way into making Kabiyesi to remove that woman, because we all know, according to the information we heard, if Queen Naomi was to be around, as at the time she wanted that woman to be removed from the seat, Queen Naomi would not agree. If Queen Naomi was around, Queen Naomi would tell Kabiyesi the truth. Queen Naomi would tell Kabiyesi the truth and would not let. But we heard that that period, when Queen Naomi heard this thing was happening, Queen Naomi was finding a way to communicate. But because she and Kabiyesi was totally out of it, they went out of control, that none of them wanted to talk to each other because they were angry at each other. Queen Naomi tried to pass this message through people who also went to tell Olori Calabash, and the message stopped halfway without getting to Kabiyesi, and things were spoiling. Things were going upside down. People of Ile-Ife were languishing in pain because the thing is not looking as if as it used to look before, my people. So now Queen Naomi has decided in her full force, with full authority, as the Yeluwa of the kingdom, to hand over these keys back to iyaitunu to resume her duty as the new and the latest yeyelorun Osun of Ile-Ife kingdom. Before we continue this story, my people, I want to shout out to you. Welcome back to my channel, my correct audience. It's your girl again, Live Gist Plus. Another story, I have fresh and spicy news from the palace of Ooni. How are you people doing? Welcome back. Please, if you're coming across this channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel. And then to you, my returning subscribers, I appreciate you so much. You guys are the real MVP. I love you so much. Now, always know that here I bring verified information, even though some of them are not verified, it can be proven as facts. But based on what we are hearing around Ooni of Ife and our Queen Naomi, which is the main reason why we are here, because we want to know what is happening in Queen Naomi's life, know what is happening in around her and in the palace, and know when we start praying and fighting for her. We are the online in-laws. Yes, never forget. So Queen Naomi handed these keys. They said Ile-Ife were full of joy, like everybody was jubilating. Come and see how people were jubilating. In fact, people were happy that, oh, finally Olori Calabash was removed from that. There was a time we heard her shrine was destroyed. Kabiyesi stopped her from carrying Calabash and brought in a virgin who was representing. That one is another position. She she made sure she occupied the two positions that is for traditional work, because she wants to do all things. She doesn't want anybody to tell Kabiyesi the truth. She wants to stay there and cover the truth. That is why she covered the whole office. Now this one now is a bigger one, which has a bigger office. The true symbol of Ile-Ife kingdom voice. This is the voice of Ile-Ife kingdom. The voice that passes message, important message from the courts, important message from the ancestors to Kabiyesi. But because a wrong person has been there, Kabiyesi has not been hearing more information again. And it's as if Queen Naomi has been waiting until her this thing is complete, her full moon is complete. That is when she now started making move. Right now, immediately her full moon was complete, we have heard a lot of things that she did. She has entered into action. Our Queen Naomi is no longer a person of, oh, soft woman, this one, she's weak, she's a weakling, like a lot of people would say. Queen Naomi has resumed her duty fully, and she does not take nonsense again. She doesn't take no for an answer. Immediately, Olori Calabash was dethroned. There is no two ways about it. No other person will assume that seat. Justice must be given to Iyaitunu because she tried so much. She cried. The thing cost her her life almost. But she stood still, waiting and praying to the courts to vindicate her one day. And right now, according to what we are hearing, as at the time we hear this information, she has been vindicated. And Queen Naomi now handed the keys back over to her. People were so happy. They are not only happy that the true mother of the tradition has returned to the Ife kingdom, they are also happy that Queen Naomi is able to be taking actions now. Not before Queen Naomi will not take action because they probably think it's because Queen Naomi is a Christian and thereby does not want to have anything to do with tradition. No, 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 no. It's not because of that. It is because Queen Naomi has been waiting for one thing to be done. When that thing was done, she picked up, and that thing was to be sure that the course really shows her. Because at a point, she started questioning her presence in the palace, in the life of Kabiyesi. If truly the course shows her, then why would all these problems be happening? Why is this all these gbasgbos? Why do all these people hate her? Why everybody is fighting her? Why can't she just be at peace in her marriage? She started questioning herself, questioning the thoughts of the gods towards her. But then, according to what we heard, she said to herself, until the full moon ritual is done, then she will know. If the gods allow the full moon ritual to be done, then she will know she has arrived. And that is when she will start taking every action that is needed of her to take. And my people, she did not disappoint. Today, yesterday, recently, presently, Queen Naomi is taking all the necessary actions she needs to take in that palace, and nobody dares stand before her. She is now like a fire that nobody can stand where she stands. She stands on the truth, and she only do what is right. She will not come and do anything based on sentiment because it's Kabiyesi, because no, she does what is right, and whatever that is not right, she disputes it immediately without even waiting for Kabiyesi to approve. She now assumes the seat of yeyelorun, and whatever she does is right before the cause, because the cause before they shows her knows that this is the woman, this is the one, and she will never go wrong. They believed in her, they trust her, and I don't think Queen Naomi would ever disappoint the courts of the land. Oh yes, she's a Christian, but yet she does not discriminate. She knows she is the chosen one and she works towards it. So, Jubilations in the palace, as she handed the key over to iyaitunu, once more, iyaitunu could not hold her tears. She couldn't hold but hug Queen so tight. She never knew a day like this would come, that Queen will remember her and vindicate her. Oh yes, she has been vindicated. It was later found out that it was Olori Calabash family that planned this with Olori Calabash just to dethrone that woman, for Olori Calabash to ascend and now take the opportunity to divide Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. That was her main purpose. But I've always tell you people, no matter what they do, they will all fail. So my correct audience, if this is what I'm hearing, if this is true, I'm going to be giving you the updates of this. All you need to do is to kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget that all these are alleged and speculated information making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as facts. Thank you.